What up, everyone? Switched up here with the Game Guy, and this time it's gonna be the second part of the Day of the Tomorrow stream that we did about a month ago or so, I think. So, and Game Guy will have to turn off his phone or something like that.
Get out of here!
Oh man, that's a crazy one. Oh man, that's just crazy. Yeah. So we will start the questions shortly, since Game Guy is the only one that's apparently showed up, and if we talk about the people that have been watching the stream right now, if you had noticed that the link to my stream is not even there, it's because that we have had ran into those trolls online, and yeah, we are decided to be waiting for that. I mean, Game Guy has a problem with this troll, and I had it myself and twice, and it's just the reason why we just the stream decided to put wait for that. So
Actually, I don't even know why I threw that. I need this.
yeah, how you been though, Game Guy?
Been doing okay.
Yep, same here. No work. Jeez, that for once. I really did done much today except watch some TV. Mostly YouTube on my TV, and that probably like half of the day, and been at the computer rest of the day. When it's weekend, you really don't do much. So yeah. Sadly, Kuva won't even join in today just because, well, I don't even know why though, since I didn't even ask. But he did take those spices yesterday, and I was like, well, it's your funeral, because two spicy things are really good for you. If you really had a bad case, it can really burn a hole in your stomach. If you're lucky, well, you will just end up on using a bathroom for quite a while afterwards. Some people really have something they call an iron stomach, or at least they can handle spices. But believe me, if you really think you can handle the spice, well, that depends what type of spice it is. I mean, if it's like North Carolina Reaper, or using that and ghost pepper, mixing that all together in one go. Yeah. I'd be like, if I've been challenged, either taking, eating one North Carolina Reaper, or one spoon with Tabasco sauce, yeah, I would definitely rather take a Tabasco, because first, I don't want to end up having a really stomach pain of eating North Carolina Reaper. It's which is considered one of the strongest and spiciest spices in the world. I mean, people can actually do that as some form of challenge, but people are really crazy if they even want to do that. But it's up to them, though. Should we start the question or wait longer?
Well, we can't really do this the quiz with only one person, can we?
Well, you had done it before with well, technically you had the D20.
Yeah, but I really don't want to do it on my own.
Well, true. But the thing is, I really don't know who else to join in. Kubo is not even going to join in. Malachite, well, he's not even online. Well, if he is, I can't even tell. Lord might not even join in because he might just be out with some of his friends. Cody Darkhog, well, we hadn't even seen him like in months. I mean, in a stream actually, but um, other than that, we hadn't been seeing. Um, the twins might not be able to join in since last week when I did the stream, when I asked one of the brothers if they will be able to join in, but they weren't. Unfortunately, they were at work. They aren't actually working at this McDonald's anymore. They actually work in a factory. I even asked him, this one of the brothers, like, how much do you get paid for that work? And he said, I don't know. So I don't know from that. So the brothers may not even be able to join in the stream since they probably at work at the time. Lord probably is out with friends. Cody, Dargot, while we haven't seen him in the stream for months. Kubo's out. Well, actually, I don't know if he's out, but he's probably doing something else. Who else? Malachite. Well, I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. But I could try to reach out to Coda Lane if it's possible. I mean, it's possible that Malachite. I mean, he was the actually said yesterday, asking if we were still going to do the part two, which we were originally planned for a while days now. But due to the fact that something else happened, lack of people wanted to join in, or there were not many people to want to play the games or the questions. So that is the reason why we didn't make the part two earlier. Since even so, the fact that even that we are going to do make part two, but his original uh, uh, choice for our next topic was actually space. But I felt, but I decided to change a little bit on that. I decided to just wait for his prize to make that we can just complete part two first. Because otherwise it's been a little bit strange if from my viewers next time we make part one, and the next topic about game show stream will be space, and next after that part two, in that order. Some of my viewers may be a little bit confused why suddenly they made part one, space, part two, and some others. It is it just would have been a little bit off, you know, and it kind of makes sense. Otherwise, I mean, it's like it would like if you decide to make for your streams where uh, Roy had to playing this Mario game, like say you had just played part two and decide and you're skipping part three to make part four if something happened. And there was something like terrible happened in the stream that you decide to delete that, and then you're posting part four, and your subscribers and your viewers were like part one, part two, part four. Wait, what's part three? Yeah, so I really don't know how much my viewers might be a little bit might be confused if I making Day of Tomorrow part one, then make another topic and then part two afterwards. I can understand if my viewers might be like confused on why we're skipping part two in that order. But well, we will see. I did send a link to Cody, see if he is able to join in or not. So so how was the weather for over there though?
That's good. And hey, if he doesn't join, guess what? I'm at mom, so that means we can do the randomizer. Because I came back yesterday after the lake house or whatever.
Hmm. Well, I mean, we can wait probably half an hour or so. What do you think?
That's a little generous. I'd say 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, sounds about right. So, how is Kubo's story going so far, though?
What? It's going pretty well.
How many pages are you in that story? Last time it was like what, 17, 18?
I'm at 28 right now, I think.
Oh, holy sh! And how many are you going to do?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Is this like, are you writing them down by hand or on the computer?
This is by hand, buddy.
Well, yeah, that's the. Yeah, I mean, this is making that is by hand is not unlike any that difficult. I mean, there is one story of one monk that actually wrote a Bible. Let's see. Uh, this Bible is known as Devil's Bible, and it's made of the skin of 160 donkeys. Uh, but here's the thing. According to the story about this, it's also known as Codex Gigas. It's the largest extended medieval illuminated manuscript in the world, and it's mostly known as the Devil's Bible. According to the story, uh, it was created by a monk in the Czech Republic, which were later destroyed in the 15th century. Um, but the record of this codex was ended at the year 1222, and but later, during the 30 Years' War in the mid 1600s, it was taken by the Swedish army. But according to the story, is that the Bible itself was written by a monk. Like I mean, this particular Bible has 310 pages, and the monk wrote it in just one night, with pictures and all that, according to the story. And it's impossible for anyone to write down 300 pages in one night, including the illustrations. And especially this was like in the medieval times, like a monk had to be like using a, a quill in order to do that. It's like a literally impossibility to making a Bible by hand just during one night. But according to the story in this legend, is that this monk, he was in a prison cell in at the monastery, and he made a deal with the devil that if he sold his soul to the devil and in order in exchange for help to help him to make the finish this Bible before the night was over. So according to the story is how the Bible, after that now is known as the Devil's Bible, was complete in just one night. with 310 pages and that filled with illustrations. But in between in this particular Bible, there is one page between two pages, which is a huge illustration of the description of the devil. But in reality, it's literally impossible to make a Bible with 310 pages just in one night. It's literally impossible. Because this particular Bible was made using a quill, like a feather and ink. And it's literally impossible. I mean, I can't even make a book even that many pages in just one day. I mean, if I had to write down with by hand, I can probably make in just one day maybe a handful of pages, but 300? No, 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 no. It's literally impossible. Mostly because your hand, eventually your hand won't be able to handle that. I mean, holding the pen right down and continue. No, it's literally impossible for that. I mean, it's just basically impossible. And this Bible, even though it was made in the Czech Republic, it's no longer even there. It's in fact in Sweden. It was taken as a loot during the 30-Year War. But the Bible itself can't be borrowed out. I mean, it's like very old. It's just not really practical to even to make a book that thick. It's like I mean, look at the Harry Potter books. From the very first book that was published, and from the second and the third and onwards, they will even getting thicker and thicker by pages. So that's not surprising that happened. And now that we talked about making Harry Potter as a television series, but I'm not sure if they literally meant as from the very start, or if it's gonna be like as continue from the last movie, from the Daddy Hollows part two, and continue from that song and not from there. I mean, they did actually make this musical, Cursed Child, which is about Lord Voldemort's own daughter. I think maybe he doesn't even realize that he had a daughter, but the thing is, she can use magic. She was working at the Hogwarts, but she never attended the school at all. I mean, at least according to this books and the Harry Potter lore. Sadly, even if they would have continued to make the series as the next trilogy, or it's not just by the movies, by the same actors, even as older, or focus on their kids, their next generation of Harry's and Ron and Hermione's kids, and even Draco's son. That would have been two problems with that. One, they would have to find someone to replace the role as Hagrid, because the one who played originally passed away only not long ago. And the one who played the Professor McGonagall also recently passed away, but only about a week ago.
Swedish.
So, yeah.
I don't think anyone else is gonna come in.
Yeah, seems like it.
Oh.
Um,
Just give me a minute.
let's see if Cody has sent any. No, he hasn't answered, so he's probably not even available. Malachite is still unavailable. Cody's. So we will be. How about you doing a murder randomizer then?
Yeah. Give me 1 minute.
And I have been looking forward to do the game show stream, but nope. Lack of people. No, I mean it's just. I mean, It's not the first time this happened.
How?
Oh man. There we go. Let's see. Mario.
That level sucked. Alright. I should probably grab this. Computer to die for no reason. Because I ran out of juice. And juice. Juicy, juicy juice. I don't know if we left any. Give me a minute. Grab this. Alright, I put that there. Dude, what do you mean? There's no way. Let's see. One moment.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting to see, but what stream this Mario Randomizer will be giving us this time? There was a lot of insane design of it last time. I really hope that we would do some Geisha stream today, but nope, it didn't happen. Well, even though I am a little bit disappointed on that, but it's something I can live with though. Since most of my friends are not even online, Cowboys, but he's not joining in. Cody, Dogcog, AFK, or what I would say it, missing in action. I mean, he's not dead or anything. It's just we haven't seen him in months. So yeah, I don't really know what. Malachite, yeah, if he's online, I don't know. According to Discord, he is showing offline. So that's the problem with that. Yeah, so I have not really an idea what to do next. Right, Halloween is just around the corner. Yay. Even though I had never celebrated Halloween in my life, except I actually only went to one Halloween party. That was in school, like 5th grade. But I never trick or treat at all. Halloween was never a big deal back in my country back when I was a kid. Not at all. But for the past like 10 15 years, it has been starting to get a little bit more popularity and all that. And as many maybe I've heard stories of urban legends of poison candy for Halloween. Actually, it's not 100% urban legend. It actually has happened once. It is as far as I can say. Um, there was this one young boy and his sister, along with their father, during the sometimes in 1970s, if I remember correctly. Um, they were actually, this was in Texas. They went on trick or treat, but they went during their trick or treat. They actually went to one particular house, but no one opened the door. So the father went to the door, and he came back with some pixie sticks, and he claimed that the owner gave it to them. So he gave it to for his children, and they also had some of their friends with them for their trick or treat. But shortly after they get home, the son opened his pixie sticks and swallowed some of the powder. But not long after that, he started to have this serious stomach pain. And he rushed to the bathroom and started puking. And the parents saw this happen and they were terrified. And after that, he was just on the floor, knocked out. I mean, he was literally passed out and convulsing. Even though the fact they took him to the hospital, but it later turned out he passed away. And the hospital, they took a test to see what was the cause of death, and it turned out he had been swallowed a significant amount of cyanide, and cyanide is deadly. No joke. Don't joke around about that. So in this story, which is true 100%, is that the boy who died, and since his sister was still alive also, um, the father claimed that the owner of the house gave him the candy. But the thing is, at first the father couldn't tell exactly which house it were, but after by the police, they actually found the house and the owner. But the owner wasn't even home during Halloween. He was at work, and he had dozens of people that can witness because he was working as an air traffic controller. And in the story, what happened afterwards, that the police ruled out that man as a suspect. And as they actually later to looking into more of this pixie sticks, they later found out that it had been tampered with. Someone actually had opened it and taped it again. But they didn't know exactly who it could have been, so they later focused on the father as a suspect. And well, they later find out the father actually had been to a store and he literally bought uh, pesticide, like I think it was like rat poisoning, and it contained cyanide. And it later turned out, whoa, that's a Mario.
Oh, why did I go
um,
that way?
but it later turned out that the father actually was the culprit the whole time. But what was the reason for him to killing his own son? Well, it turned out the father had to work multiple works to make ends meet in order to pay bills and even able to support his family. But and then most of that, let's go stay here. The father even had a life insurance policy on his own son, and that is another thing. Let's see here, boys. Let's go see the story. Let's go see. Let's go see. Um, where is the story? Let's go see. Where are you? Uh, wow. Um, better than this. Let's see. Here we go. Let's see. The boy was only 8 years old, and the father was the one who actually did this because he was in debt in $100,000. Seriously, and since he had this son as life insurance, and how much did he? His son had total $60,000 as a life insurance, as his father put it. I mean, can you even imagine, like, a father killing his own son for life insurance because of he was a series of deaths over 100 grand?
Hardly.
I mean, I mean, who is so? I mean, who is so insane to put your own child in harm's way for the claim of life insurance by poisoning your own child? It's just it's totally insanity. Yeah, people, it is. This actually has happened. Um, it's true story. It was in uh, 1974, Texas. I cannot even imagine that. It's really beyond my even imagination of all that. Seriously, it's just. Oh
Oh wait, that's right.
Code is here. What's up, Cody? Um, we were actually originally planning to do a usual stream about the day after tomorrow, but since not many others didn't join in, so we did decide to do this instead. So, yeah, I did mention this the story about this 8-year-old boy who was poisoned by his father because life insurance for uh he was poisoned by a cyanide with in pixie sticks for during Halloween 1974. It's a true story. As many people probably is aware of poison candy urban legends. Some actually are just that urban legend, but in this case, it's absolute real. Oh. And game guy, how did you even pull that off? You were in this particular level or in this particular place when you jumped down and landed on the star. How
Well,
did you even pull it?
I remembered where it was.
Yeah, because if we're, if, I
Oh,
mean, because when I looked at it, it looked like as Mario was not wasn't falling straight down. It was like he was like falling sideline, like to fall to the side in that direction. I was like, either that or I just like other game guys hacking the game or that was just a random luck. uh, Preparing for. Oh, wait. The
Up
Beyblade,
there.
right? Yeah. Um. Cody, have have you ever trick or treat anything when you were younger? Have you ever went on trick or treat for Halloween? Well, you're lucky. I never did. Since Halloween was never a big thing when I was a kid. It has only been increasing for the past 10, 15 years or so. Mm, I mean, yeah, probably. Same here. I mean, it was only like last year. This was actually the day before Halloween. We did actually have some trick or treaters, like the first time ever. So, so my dad actually bought some candy for actual Halloween, but they didn't want to come though. Nope, no one did. But here's the thing: we had actually something similar for something similar to us, part of the tradition as for Halloween, but in Easter. I think it's like the day before Easter that kids can actually be dressing as witches and go to people's houses and ask for candy. And that's kind of cool though. And um, if I ask this, do you guys know when candy started being used as part of the tradition for trick or treat in America? Candy corn. I heard about it, but what it looks like.
You know what I never did? I never told. Never noticed. Second.
Candy corn. Oh, that type of candy. Okay. I I actually never tried candy corn candy. I mean, I don't know if they're actually being sold over here. It's possible. I mean, just I think I will do this. I think I will lower the.
Tired.
There we go.
You're not the only one, Mario.
Um, what was I?
I'll go for, I guess I'll go for 5.
But candy has, or at least for Halloween in my country, has never been much a big deal. But in America, it turned out before 1950s, if you went on trick or treat, you didn't even get any candy. Well, much as it's today. Before then, you could get uh, apples, uh, home baked cookies, maybe money. But there was also sometimes in the 1950s in the US when candy started getting more popular. And now this marshmallows I have actually eaten marshmallows. It's the problem is I can't eat too much of that. Why? Well, simply one word: sick. I mean, I feel, I feel sick. Not any danger or anything. It's just I feel nauseous. It's just too much sugar. It's like a sugar crush. Um, but for Halloween, usually, well, we don't never much celebrating Halloween per se in my family.
Wait, where did that
But my
go? I wasn't paying attention.
but my sister did take her.
Oh,
her kids
that's
for
okay.
Halloween. I
That
think
starts
about
next.
I think she took them.
Oh, this.
Um, I think it was about 2 years ago. And I mean, Halloween it's really is an interesting holiday. It's for sure.
Got it.
But if you were to have to be watching any particular movie for Halloween, and it's like, which one would it be? But if you guys could watch any movie for Halloween, what would it be?
Nothing. I don't really watch
Not,
Halloween movies.
I mean, I mean, it doesn't have to be those horror movies, you know. I mean, it can be as any movie that you like. Say, I don't know, like I don't know, comedy, like Doctor Dolittle. Well, there's only one movie that I would definitely watch for Halloween: Haunted House, or no, wait, Haunted Mansion with Eddie Murphy. It's a horror comedy movie. It's not like those typical horror as, uh, and it's actually pretty good. And you might be surprised. Do you know how many kids Eddie Murphy has total? Oh, okay, that is a great salad, Mario. Ah, that's a keeper. That's a keeper for sure. Oh man, yeah, Green Apple Mario. Um, I was surprised when I read about Eddie Murphy. It turned out he has 10 kids. I was about like, what? Hey, oh, man, that's just you know. But zombie movies, probably. But if there's any, okay, if I ask this, if there's any American holiday that would have been considered as part of superheroes, which day would that to you would have been would fit as a day for kind of fit for like superheroes? Well, I mean, like if there's any particular holiday in American culture that would be perfect fit for superheroes, like Veterans Day or Memorial Day, or something like that. If there's any day that you consider that could be fitting well enough for superheroes, personally, I think either Veterans Day or Memorial Day would have been a perfect as for superheroes. Why? Well, simply for the people that have the veterans have died in the war and the memorial days that those who died in the war, they are in fact heroes. And so why not having a death day as almost like associated that day with watching hero movies because they are heroes. Exactly like Captain America. Exactly like that. I mean, why not? Cody, if you had to dress as any one of the Beyblade characters for Halloween, who would it be? Cody, if you would, well, huh? Well, I could either consider it as other three characters, Ray, Kai, or Tyson. Personally, I would have to say I would have probably like the I don't know, Max, the computer genius. Even though I'm not a genius myself. But I think Kubo would have been perfect fast for Ray. I mean, Kubo has been training kung fu or karate, whatever it is, and Ray is actually a very talented in martial art from Beyblade. And but who would be perfect for the role as Kai? Hmm, now that's a good question though. Probably not Cody Darkhawk since not that mysterious. Um, I have to say other game guy or maybe Malachi. I mean, serious people. Hmm. Well, so how's the weather in there for you though, Cody? Is it snow, rain, still sunlight? We actually have started getting snow in my country, but only up in north, not where I live at the moment though. Yeah, I mean, if autumn is usually associated with a lot of rains. So, game guy, any plans for the holiday for the weekend?
Not really. Yeah, I missed it. There's no way.
Hmm.
There we go.
Well, Cody. Well, Cody. Who knows? Maybe you get it though. Well, that's just that. Well, you can always apply for that. Only wish. Right. Next Monday, it's my what my the time limit for that people can ask me questions for my Q&A. But I might extend that with maybe 1 week or two. Because only other day I actually had
Oh, that's
8,799 subscribers. So I was really close to have 8,800.
brother.
But
Really?
so far I only had like 21
Missed it?
questions. How many C's do you have left to been from last time we did?
This is the last seed from last time. I only had the two.
Yeah, Cody. I thought of to extend that with one
Yeah,
or 2 weeks. I mean, I have done it before, so it would not be much in something new. I just want to maybe to remind people about my Q&A. They can ask me questions so far. Only you and Robert Freeman actually have asked me questions. No one else has it yet. But we'll see what we have to come up with.
for the hell of it, I'm gonna do my.
The same as before.
I didn't do that. That didn't happen. I didn't press start. Not me.
No, that was a
I would
ghost.
never. I would never do that. Me? There's no way. I don't know what you're talking about. That never happened. For the hell of it, I'm gonna make my own. Let's do a little bit of a 9. Let's have a little bit of a 3. That's not a 3. Let's have a little bit of an 8. And this wouldn't be complete unless we added the best number ever conceived, 7. Oh yeah, that's a C now, right?
Well, let's see how this morning will look like, since last first one was totally green. Like, different green
Hey.
shades. That looks exactly like Luigi, except for the brown cloth and green face. Or is it green or blue?
It's like a weird. I always called it cyan, but I think it might be like light blue, like kind of
Tail,
turquoise.
turquoise.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
something like that. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't usually do my own seeds, but I just felt like doing it that day.
Yeah, understandable.
Also, these are very bright purple coins, by the way. Normally, they don't end up being this bright. Like, let's just take a moment. Oh, yeah. Yo, why is that so bright? I've heard of light purple, but I've never heard of a purple that light.
True. They're always
Sir, why are
the.
you staring at the wall?
Have you ever had any black coins in the game?
Oh, yeah, I've had plenty of black coins. Mario, get up there. Lethal Lava Land. It's the big
I
bullies
wonder.
over there.
I wonder if there would be an if you can have transparent coins.
No, the coins have to be a color. Transparent
I
doesn't
mean, that's
count.
I mean, it's the closest that can look
Um,
like a what?
well,
Uh,
I'm just gonna leave.
yeah, I wouldn't even want to go there. I want to jeopardize my
He,
life.
he's just stuck. He's stuck in a cage right now. I locked him up.
But
All
will
of the
that
gates work.
but will he disappear if you return this level or this
Yeah,
place?
he'll go back to where he was. I've never
Well,
seen him
that's
do.
good.
I didn't even know he could do that. He's not supposed to spawn over there. I guess I could get Star 2. I said, I guess I could get Star 2.
Cody, what is your? Do you have any opinions or thoughts what's going to happen in a Sonic 3 movie?
Dude, what? There's no way. Get out of here. I actually hate this thing. Alright. It's over there, isn't it?
The chance for Silver to appear in the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is very slim to that. And from what I understand, it, or at least I've heard of, that some people
What?
actually be talking about as for the chance for if Amy would appear in
Oh,
the movie. If
move.
Amy would appear in the movie, it wouldn't be
Actually,
any much romance.
Where? Oh, there he is.
Even though Amy can actually be seen in the background
Sorry.
in the movie, but not like her actual herself, but more like I don't know, those called Easter eggs. I think it is. But there is actually one thing about this about the movie is that
Stupid.
Jim
I hate
Carrey
this game.
Jim Carrey won't be playing just he actually won't just playing one role. He will play two roles. That will be Dr. Eggman or Robotnik and Gerald Robotnik, his own grandfather. They actually had revealed that in a trailer that he will actually be talking to his own grandfather face to face in the movie. But but here's the thing: if you really go back to this Shadow of the Hedgehog game, and in the lore about the background, is that General Robotnik he was actually died. He was actually dead when Shadow was released by from this status or suspended animation because since GUN, as the organization is as nickname for Guardian Nation United Nations, they actually stormed Space Colony Ark and they killed some of the scientists and including Maria by accident. That it was. Um, but General Robotnik he was captured alive and he was put in a prison cell and eventually at some point between there he had died. Oh yeah, he probably was executed. But so in this new movie that actor had made, it really doesn't really add up much as the original timeline of the game. If you're thinking, because in this movie, it seems that he were in stasis the whole time, along with Shadow. But end up having that. But you see, there is actually a really good answer how Jim Carrey can play both roles at the same scene. They're actually having another person. I think maybe another person is wearing those light bulb suit, but who knows? But I'm not looking forward to see how the third movie will be like, since the first not pretty one wasn't really that bad. The second was well shocking actually. So I wonder how the second or the third will be like. But even so, I know for a fact that Game Guy hasn't even seen the movie, so there's no really word to even ask him about those. Am I right, though, Game Guy?
Yeah.
At least that you have seen the old design of him and the new one. But
True
trust,
that.
trust me, the design of Sonic in the first movie,
What's the same?
hideous.
Oh wait, I remember this. A gentle sea dragon lives here. Pound onto his back to make him lower his head. Don't become his lunch.
But if you're looking at the
Thanks, Mario 64.
Cody, if you remember from the second movie where Knuckles and when he appeared, he looked very identical from the game design. So that's a good thing that they didn't repeat the same mistake. And Tails, exactly, and Tails, he looked really very much identical. Even though he looked a little bit more, even though the Tails looked a little bit um like a bit furry than from the games are. I mean, it's a different how you're making it like an actual live action compared to CGI or from the games design. but they're very much identical. But there is some of the things about this new game, or about the Tails. Like, if you're going on Google searching how old
Got it.
is Tails, they were saying that he is 8. But it turned out now that they actually officially have changed that. His official age is unconfirmed. So he can be as from 8 to 10 years old. Uh, well, the
Let's see
thing
if I can
is,
do that thing.
Cody, I don't know exactly. Um, the only thing I really can imagine, if Sonic characters like Chaotix, Team Chaotix will appear, is probably would have been like in the fourth or fifth movie. And in the third, there is this one scene where uh, Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles literally looking up uh, Robotnik. But the thing is, as in the second movie, the military presumed that thought that presumably that Eggman had died after that no one, as the commander of the gun, said no one could have survived that crash with that robot. But it turned out he had survived, but they never explained it. But they will be explained how in the new movie. But otherwise, if they never explained how in the heck did he survive, if they get not much of an explanation to that, it's really strange. If I mean, if you discover he has been alive the whole time, yes, and as in the trailer, it's actually assumed that um, Sonic, literally gave him a piece of his own quill with the power in it. So I do believe he's going to use that in the robotic version of Sonic, which is Metal Sonic. So who knows? I mean, it's really strange of how that's going to happen, but Sonic the Third movie, it's very interesting. It has a lot of promises for this. And I wouldn't be so shocked if there's going to be a fourth, perhaps even a fifth movie of Sonic the Hedgehog eventually. I mean, they are actually already in the third movie already. So why not? Since the one who's directing the movie, I wouldn't be surprised if they actually have plans for a fourth or perhaps a fifth movie already in mind. But that eventually will be determined of how the third movie will be perceived by the audience. Even though the first two movies had a great audience, a really strong positive response from both critics and the audience as well as the fans. So if the third movie won't have received the same amount of positive response, maybe there might even be a fourth movie at all. Exactly. If the Rotten Tomatoes and other film critics and mostly the fans, if they don't like the third movie, there might even be a fourth, or even that. There might be by the end of that. But I mean, as the first movie about the Sonic Hedgehog, many fans literally hated the first look of him. He looked more like human hybrid kind. So they responded back to the company that demanded that they change his outlook, his design, which he did. And after that, the fans loved the movie. And after that, they made a second, and they loved it as well. And now, with how they featured with Shadow in the movie, it's just gonna blow up even more. Oh, get this. What if? What if they decide to make spin-off after the third movie about Shadow? Now that would have been surprising. I mean, considering they actually made this short spin-off series of Knuckles, but if there's gonna be a fourth movie, I mean, if there will be a fourth movie, there's only two other characters that I'm really expecting to hope appear in it. Can you guess which one it is?
What's so something really stupid that you can do?
Well, main Cody, if there's
And
gonna
it
be
goes
a
like this.
if there's gonna be a fourth movie in the game of the if there's gonna be a fourth movie, and since Shadow is in the third movie, do you know exactly? There's only two other characters
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Huh, where there's actually two characters I've really had suspect that might appear in the fourth movie. Do you know which one there is?
Yeah, you can
I
do
said
some
two.
pretty
Uh,
pretty wacky
I can,
stuff over there.
I can do this. There are two characters. I can give you one hint. One is living. Second, it's technically not an actual living being, and it's someone actually very close to to Shadow. Bingo, correct. Rouge and Omega. I mean, it would have been cool if it literally brought Rouge and
Yep.
Omega in the
Yep.
fourth movie.
Okay. Yep. There it is. I knew that was there. Sir, you need to talk to me about my car's extended warranty.
Uh,
Ah.
but here's the thing, though, Cody.
Wait, can I do this? I want to try.
If they were that Rouge will appear in the movie,
Mario, you better do your job. Get
oh
up on
yeah,
top of
with
that
the
thing!
real.
Aww. That would have been cool.
But if that consider for one thing, Cody, that if Rouge would not actually been in the in the fourth movie,
Box is freaking out.
she will definitely will be still be in the same world where Sonic and Tails and Knuckles are from. So the question is like uh, the question is, even if that Rouge is from the same world, like many others, like Amy, Cream, Cheese, but what about Omega? We know for one fact, Omega was built by Robotnik, not his grandfather or anyone else. So, if it had his been since we know for fun fact, one fact is that Omega, that Eggman, he is from Earth, not from the other world. So, if it's possible that he would be in it in the movie, well, but even if that they were had, well, yeah, but that world isn't called Mobius in the movie though. It is the yeah, I don't know if they actually called him Mobius. But here's the thing: if they were actually bringing Rouge in the fourth movie, Shadow he would even have no knowledge about her at all. I mean, considering that in the games he was created 50 years before even Rouge or Omega and Sonic was even born or created. So he is way older than them. But since now, considering that he is now in the whole in this movie, he was created on Earth, not on Mobius. So he wouldn't have no. So he wouldn't even have met Rouge, even if that he was been and he escaped on his containment on Earth. But and even if that was possible, the question is how would Rouge end up in the human world or in on Earth in the first place? Well, if there's somehow the Tails, if Tails somehow would have invented some sort of uh, Cody, have you seen anything about Rick and Morty? I mean, have you seen how they open the portals with that type of portal gun? What they call? Yeah. So what if that? What if Tails would somehow invent some kind of some form of portal gun that he can open a portal directly from Earth to their world, so they can travel back and forward. And at some point, they encounter Rouge and maybe ask her for her help or something. But I am not sure on that. Hey, fellas, what's up? Fellas, Alex in the comments. Fellas in
Hey,
the house.
Velas.
Yeah, so well, I mean, it's possible for that. In the Sonic Archie comics, there is actually one character named Sonic. Literally, it's like Sonic, but not an S, but a C, like the last letter in the alphabet. And he was like a uh, reality. He was like a ultimate. He was like this dimensional cop. He was. Oh boy, Mario, you missed that one. But he's literally keeping watch over other dimensions. And in this, I saw in this one picture in two of those ultimate realities. Um, there are two versions of Sonic. One that he's the Hulk, and one that he's Spider-Man. No joke. It literally happened. Also. Oh man, that is so crazy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Your former manager called you that want to fire you, called you back and asked you if you want the job back? What? Seriously? That's new. What did you even call them? I mean, did you say yes or no on that one? Personally, I may have to question. I mean, if this happened to you, it's been accused once of being stealing from the store like that. Yeah, considering it might happen again, but I'm saying it might not. But there's a 50-50 chance on that. So, oh, so if you go back, you're able to increase your pay. Wait, how much did you get paid otherwise? I mean, how much did you get paid before that happened?
Wait, so he's asking you to come back to your original job, but he's going to decrease your pay after he said that you stole from him.
Yeah, but how much did you
I
even?
want to
How
just
much did
think.
you?
I want to let that sink in. How little that sentence just made. A little sense that sentence just made, because it made zero.
Yeah, exactly. $16 per hour. So okay, but if you were had taken on the offer, how much would you earn? That if you since you decrease your pay, but how much will you get paid otherwise then?
My my point is, if he wanted you back, wouldn't he increase your pay rather than decrease?
Or keep it as it is?
Exactly.
Uh, ooh. I actually just checked. How much is the I
I
just
want to
looked it
see if
up.
I can get that to work.
I just looked it up. What is the average um the minimum average pay in any jobs in the US? Well, it's $7.25 as the minimum uh pay for that. So 14 is pretty really good for as part time or like that. But 14 and um might be 20, but it can also depend on Did his hat flew off?
Yep.
Ah, that's
I
funny.
don't need. I don't need a hat.
Um, I mean, considering at least the one thing, $16. I
I'm
mean,
gonna
even
hand
it's
it
a very,
over to the top
but Dallas, even though
of the stage.
$16 may sound low to you, I mean, considering it's better than nothing. I mean, even if it's like not $20, but 16. I mean, it's better than nothing. I mean, better been paid than if you've only been paid like $7 or $8. So 16, it's not bad considering that more otherwise. But then also, it's a different state, different franchise. If it's only a local brand or if it's a national wide brand, depends what they're willing to pay for. Like for it's like Starbucks, Walmart,
Huh.
Costco,
No,
you know, something like that.
actually a really
So
good
this
area.
it's difficult to say
That's
exactly what it is, but
cool. Because it's in the. All right, sir. Unlock the cannon.
since some people are working at that had or are working at Walmart, as my girlfriend has once said, Walmart is literally as hell on earth. And in her words, not mine. Since I have never been in a Walmart before, so yeah. But okay, considering he offered you lower in pay, so that there's a question is if you're still gonna take the pay or take the back at work or nothing. I mean, you can always just
Here.
ask him for a topology, but don't take it back to work. That depends if you have found something else or if you would even want to go back to that place. Considering if he had fired you because of that, of falsely accused of stealing. I mean, if it hasn't happened once, what if it would happen? What if it could happen again? It's not the saying that there is no way there there's like there is no way in saying that he would even do it again, but it's possibility that he probably would. I mean, if they had done it again, there's without a doubt saying that it could happen again though. Well, it's probably best you don't take that particular work again. I mean, if you're being accused of being falsely accused and fired of that, it's not worth to go back to that place. Trust me, it's not. It's just if you've been accused once, I mean, just imagine this was just probably a small thing to happen. What about to happen if you do take the offer and go back there? What if that he decides to do something else to accuse you? Perhaps something that's way worse, like maybe 2 or maybe 10 times worse as the original accusing it for. That maybe even be as what if like what if he would accuse you of something that's way worse, something that could give you a criminal record, and that is the one thing any high school student doesn't want to have, especially if
Sir?
you want to go to college or if you want to work
Easy.
something else, because any form of criminal record will eventually limit your options in your life when you want to do. Think about it. It's not really worth it after that. But yeah, but it's a good thing. Don't go back to that place. It's not really worth it, honestly.
Somehow I
Cody,
knew that would be.
Cody, even though Shadow is 50, but he just I think they refer that he looks 18, but he's actually 50 years old. He won't even die.
Forgot about that animation.
What? Which one?
The one where Mario just shrugs after losing his cap.
Hmm. Uh-oh, really? A physical fight in the break room? Ooh, boy, boy, boy. That is, boy,
It's sad.
that is not good. Um, you're still in high school, right? Are you like in the senior year, freshman, junior?
Let's see if I can-
Huh.
What do you? Oh, okay.
That was Steamroll
Dude, what
Mario.
the world was that? Mario just got rocked and rolled.
Got it. But
Jeez,
but
dude, I don't
Velas,
even
have you even?
know what.
But have you told your parents about what happened? That you were fired, or been
Same.
accused, or been accused of? I mean, did you even tell them about it? Even they might not be much taken, they may not even be able to help you much about it. But were they? Were you? Did you told them about it? What happened? Huh. Okay. What was your mom's reaction when you told her about this? And
I
well,
thought I
I
was
mean that's well, she's right. There are in fact people like that in the world. Unfortunately, it is. And well, she's right. It's
dead.
not really it's not really worth to go back to that work if you have been falsely accused of stealing, which didn't happen. It's not really worth to go back to that place, even to the spot you have been offered your old job back, but lower pay. So my advice is don't go back there, no matter what it is.
Was
Even if your old manager would have offered you the double the pay or triple the pay, I would still not even going back there at all. Because even if your old boss would have been offering you the double or triple the pay, I would recommend that you would even not go and take the offer. Because if he had to accuse you for stealing once, there's no way to be saying that he would even do it again. Just saying. I would
actually I
not
can
even go back there.
put that there.
I mean, if I was in your position, I
Oh,
would
because
definitely not take the offer. I would just bluntly say no. I'd rather be finding another place that you a workplace that's literally way better. Like that's give you the right benefits for the work, like the well healthcare benefits, a rightful pay, and something else. Like that you really can't be if you really being accused of something. Well, I don't even know what to say about, but just I agree with you. I wouldn't even know go back to that place. I know for one thing that, but Cody and Game Guy were not going back to that place if that happened to them. Am I right?
yeah,
Yeah, Cody said the same thing. He wouldn't. Waiting for the 12 to be hosting my own tournament, the Beyblade Tour. Or, well, Cody, let's hope that go well. Oh man, but yeah, Valis. I know for a fact it might be even though you're 18 and you're in the final year of high school. Um, it's just like many people, many seniors been have one question in their mind.
no, not the Mario. Well, it's just not that interesting.
But they're like, Ariane, should I continue to go to college, university, or should I get been working? But the thing is, if they decide not to go to college, it's like, what will I do for work? Well, it's hard to say that at all. The question. I mean, also depending on you know, how big the city is, you live in, if you're a small town in the middle of nowhere, or if you live in a major city like say New York or like that, that will that will actually open up a lot more opportunities for any particular work. Whoa, Sunshine Mario. Ah, that's a funny Mario. I mean, as for being working as a teenager, well, technically, I never have working in an actual store or anything. Dude, don't listen to him at all. What would he know? I mean, what even he knows? Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. He says, I need his job. Ah, yeah, sure. Ah, yeah, sure. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Nope, nope. That's not happening.
Oh,
That's
come
not
on!
happening.
That's the biggest lie I've ever heard.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's always a possibility that you can actually find anything else.
Dude, what?
Even though it's possibility, there's always
Get
those
in there.
opportunities for to find anything else. So don't go for his word. I mean, Cody, he has been applying for different work, even though he may not even get those, but he still
No,
have
sir.
one work. So it's just that you don't really have to listen what your old boss say. You may think that you can actually just work there, that you can only be working there for the rest of your life.
See me die, Rock.
Even if you would have
Yeah,
accepted that
it's weird.
workplace again, though, but Alex, even if you would have accepted that workplace again, like I said before, there's no way to be saying that he would fire you again for some reason. Yeah, I'm just saying it's not like he would even do it, but it's always a chance that that could happen. And but he's saying that you need his job. No, you really don't have to go to back to the place if you have been treated like that before. I would take.
Swedish takes the power of 8 stars to open this door. You need 16 more stars. Yup, that's
Yeah,
that's definitely how math works. All right.
that doesn't make sense at all. Yeah, but Valis, you don't really have to listen to your old boss. He can't decide for what you have to be working. And if you were applying for a different workplace in your town or somewhere else, it's up to you. No one can tell you what you want to do. The thing is, one time he told me, watch out. Uh oh. Well,
Wait, if he said that,
that,
if he said to watch out and then said you need this job, yeah, no, fuck that guy. Get some other job.
well, when someone's saying that, when he
He
said,
can't.
like,
He can't
watch,
say watch out and then say you need this job immediately after. That's not how that works.
no, and especially when he said, watch your back, that could be proceeded as a threat. No joke. And
I'm
I don't
gonna,
know why.
I'm gonna stupid
I mean, I would not accept that as a. I'm just saying, don't ever try to go back to that type of workplace. Even if he offered you your work, your offered your old job back, but decrease the pay from 16 to 14, yeah, don't do it. Might I might want to get a restraining order. Uh, well, uh, okay. First, I don't know how the process work, but I think I get at least some of the basic is that
Yeah, that makes sense.
but the thing is, before you can even go. Well, Dallas, before you even have to, you can uh first you need to talk to the police and then even apply telling them what's like happened. But unfortunately, if you don't have any actual evidence of him,
What?
on a audio, like a tape that that the police can hearing him talking about, which could consider as a threat. So, like with any audio recordings, and without any others like text messages or anything that could also consider as a threat, or even one other thing is, if no witness that can also back you up as confirmed, there's not much the police can do without any actual evidence of that he that could be considered as a threat that will even grant you a restraining order. It wouldn't be much help for that. The police hands wouldn't be much help for that. I'm not saying that police wouldn't even want to do anything, but just since if you don't have enough evidence to proving that your old boss has been doing, well, there's not much the police can do. And even if you were to go to court and ask for a restraining order, that's the problem also. Because he could probably lie, and if he had been saying that there are no witness, so I mean, you can apply for a restraining order, and you can. Anyone can do that, but you really need some hands-on evidence that will back you or your claims up. Otherwise, it will be pointless. I mean, it had to be for because the police will probably ask you like the reason why you need this type of restraining order. There is I mean, there is the one that's a lifetime restraining order, and there's the temporarily. So you really, I mean, if you really want to have a restraining order against your old boss, you need to have some form of evidence that would be crucial, that could be strong enough to build up a case. If you don't have any evidence, then there's not much the police or the judge can ever do for you. I mean, I have seen a lot of crime shows on TV and movies, and that's what I at least understand how the thing works. If you don't have enough evidence, there isn't much. I mean, there's not like a. I mean, okay. First of all, um, I mean, first, okay,
Yep, that's
you
the
since okay, since you live in a house, um, even if your even if your manager or old manager was standing on the street watching at your house, even if he was standing on the other side on the road or on the street on the sidewalk looking at your house, and even if either you or your parents called the police on him, they wouldn't even do nothing about it because technically he hasn't done nothing illegal. Even if he stands on the sidewalk that on the same side of where your house is, but despite that, you can't. The police won't even do much about it either. Why? Well, since he's on the sidewalk, which is a public street, and since that is not the property of your parents' house, so there's nothing else that he can do. But if he would have been walking into your property, like up the sidewalk, up your door, and knocking on it like normal, still, once again, the police would not do anything about it either, because anyone is allowed to walk up to the house and knock on it. I mean, as long as they don't have any bad intentions, like ultimate motives. I mean, it's like if I say, it's like if I walk up to Game Guy's house, knock on the door, and that if his mom tells me to leave, and if I don't do that, then they can call for police for trespassing on the property. But if I leave and stand on the sidewalk and looking at the house, they can still call for police, but they cannot do anything about it. As long as that is your old manager, as long as he's not on your family's property, there's nothing the police can do. Even if he sits in his own car on the street looking at your house, still, the only thing police can do is just telling him to leave. That's it. Just giving him a warning. But if he persisted and kept doing this, if he kept doing this repeatedly, and if that your family has witness or even security camera that literally caught him on camera multiple times, different times on the day or times in the week, that can considered as that could have considered either two things, either harassment or stalking. That if your old manager doing this, like repeat the same pattern to stopping watching your house, either on the street or from a car several times, like several times in a week, and if you have still witness or even security cameras on doorbell or something, that can actually get him in trouble. That can happen. He can get, but he won't be even get any prison sentence for that. Unfortunately, no. Oh, Mario, 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 Santa Claus, Mario. But that is, it's probably. I mean, I like I said, I don't know much about the U.S. laws, how that works, anything. But this is only a thing what I have learned from different shows and movies, and like. But
She said
you
that.
see,
Um,
as your dad said, deal with yourself. Like be a man. I think I think your
no,
dad
that's
mean like be.
creepy.
I think your dad being like be a man and deal with it yourself. Yourself, be a man. Don't be a coward or anything. Don't be scared. But it's the thing is, your dad and yourself don't know how your old boss can actually happen. I mean, I'm not saying that. What if I? Because no one would even know if your former boss has a violence, if it can be violent. It's just that we never know from that. But if you really had considered to do a training order, um, the thing is, I probably have to say this: if you want to get a training order against your old boss, my advice is to talk to your mom about this or something. Maybe talk to someone, maybe a school counselor or something,
17.
because
Why is it 17? Jesus.
there's otherwise there's not much else anyone can do. Because if you need to have a restraining order against him, you perhaps really need something
Hate
strong case, some very strong
sex.
evidence. Without any actual evidence, there isn't much anyone else can do.
Right.
It's just that you really have to. You need to perhaps talk to someone about it. Maybe a school counselor, your mom, or someone you can trust. Unless you even go to police yourself and talk to them about it. And that's only I can say for that's my advice.
Oh, really?
Whoa, Mario, really? You can't even handle that? Oh man. But Valis, if you really need to talk to someone, I have to suggest that either school counselor or maybe someone you can trust. Because I mean, you have all the rights to be scared
Where did
if your old manager, or your boss can, if he would do anything. It just
Oh,
yeah.
okay. That answers that, I guess. All right. So that's a
Well,
long
see you later,
tutorial
Cody.
here, which is gonna be fun.
Have fun tomorrow.
See you, Cody.
Yeah. So now let's. I suggest that you talk to someone that you can probably,
Oh.
you know, because you have all the rights to be scared of this because you never know how your old boss can actually be in the. It's just that you never know how he can be like. I wish I could help you more, but since I'm not really much an
Right.
expert of American laws and all that works, and how the process even going is, this is only things that I have learned from different sources over the years. But that's all I can say for much of that.
Got it. And now I can go back to Lisa Leveland.
Tired?
A little bit.
Did you even get that much sleep last night?
I got a decent amount of sleep.
Unlike me, I didn't go to bed like what? I don't know, like 4, 5 in the morning or something like that. I guess it wants to show me as a good role model. Wait, are you referring to your old
I'm
boss? Your old boss, you like, is your old boss want you to be as a good role model? That's just crazy. I mean,
huh?
if there are, I mean, if there are other
That
people,
that was a weird thing for the coin to do. I've never seen it do that before.
and if you have other former employees or other coworkers or colleagues at this particular store, I mean, if some of them have been there way longer than you,
That'll help.
and someone actually have been there longer than you, why would even he ask any of them to be as a good role model? What was the purpose of that? I don't know. To be honest, though, yes. I mean, talk to someone about if you want to get the restraining order.
It's okay.
I know. I know one of my coworkers called it master.
Um,
Saying what? No. Oh
I
my.
heard that right. Yes. I don't need to
Yeah.
go back to the hospital and like get my ears checked, right? I heard. Hold on a second. I'm going back to the comment section. Da, 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 da.
uh,
What the
call him.
fuck? Please call back once GameGuide.exe has stopped working. Please call back once GameGuide has restarted. Beep.
Yeah, weird. That
I,
is,
I have so many questions right now. I'm dead.
yeah, pretty much.
Also, I was so confused. I died in game.
And yeah, and my manager would make us smile.
What the
Okay, when you said that one of your coworkers called him master, this is what I would do: slap my face. I was like,
Was it a girl or
"Grr."
was it a boy?
Well, that's a question. It was a guy or a girl? If it's a girl, okay. But if it's a guy, like I will like scratch my head and like question that. I may wonder if
If
that's
it's a
really
girl,
like.
I would do that. Either
I
way, it's
mean,
weird.
as a guy. But the question is though, if the guy was even serious about it or there was some form of joke. But if he was
Mamma
serious,
mia, he's into stinky stuff. I think we need
yeah,
to make that
trying to get
jump.
that raise or something, I wouldn't have been.
Ah!
You miss. Nope.
God. Woof. That wasn't where I wanted to
But
land, but I'm fine with that.
but okay. So your coworker
Means
called your former boss master, or try to get an raise or something. Yeah, it's either that he getting a try to get a raise or just on a good side. Either way, either those two ways is a possibility. But I'm not saying in advance of that was like, oh yeah, by the way, that is the case. But I mean, I could be wrong on both of that. But it just you know really hard to say exactly what's the main reason for that. But yeah, if I were you, don't take your old
Now, are there
boss.
2 stars over there? Oh, bitch.
So yeah, so don't take your old work back. It's not really worth it. Just no.
Especially if it makes you call him that.
And that the fact that he will lower your pay with that what you originally was get.
Star here too. How many
So
stars are over here? 1, 2. It looks like it's only the 2.
maybe more from them, so that you can see any. Who knows? But yeah, I don't think this is really worth to
What is
you know.
that? How did I? Is that part of the track?
Hmm.
I'm gonna have to go check it out. Tricky triangles. How did I get to Rainbow Ride again? Lethal Love Land. Okay. And Lethal Lava Land was in there. I gotta check something out because I don't know what it is and it looked weird. Oh no, wait, no, I remember. I have to go to Bowser 2 first. I'll probably just end up killing Mario or just defeating Bowser. Whatever comes first.
Yeah, I mean, Game Gear. Valis want to join the stream. What do you think?
We seem to be in the clear with the troll, and we both know it isn't Valis, so. Sure.
Yeah, I put the link there, so but I will be muted for a little bit. So if he actually end up in the backstage, he had to just wait for her. So
I gotta see what was up with Rainbow Ride. Because I know I saw something that was there that isn't really supposed to be. Or there was something weird going on there. And I missed the coin. Welcome to me being upset about video games. Part I can't think of what part this is. Alright. Now what in the world was going on up here? Wait, did I unlock the cannon? I did. Alright. So I could actually end up. So I could shoot myself over there. Can the cannon reach? I don't know if it can. probably can. Although then again, oh no, I didn't unlock it. Never mind. I thought I did. I think was he down there? I don't even know. I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy playing video games to focus on my video game. Alright, I'm gonna get over there the normal way then. Which I hate doing in the randomizer because it takes forever. But I have to see what the hell is going on. Oh yeah, I forgot. Getting up here sucks. Alright, I know I saw something up here.
Well, it seems he's not joining in. That's worse, after all. Since his mom called for Tia to go to the grocery store.
See? Okay.
So that happened, but he might be there
what?
Eventually.
You fell off the. Oh. I don't want to talk about it. Go into TikTok block. Or not. Go into TikTok block.
Bad day?
Bad C, more like. You know what? I'm going to the Vanish Cap. I'm going to drain the moat. I'm going to see how many stars this needs. And exclaim 20 in a shocked tone. That also needs. It's a little weird that they both need the exact same. Also, why do I need 20 stars to go to the basement?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Want to know a fun fact? You don't need any stars to go to the basement in the original game. You need the key to unlock the door that's unlocked in this. The keys you get from Bowser are actually important in the actual game because that's the only way to unlock the other areas. I can't imagine what would happen if that was unlocked. Or if that was locked, that door. Jolly Roger Bay. Alright, that's our 6. Grab that. Move on to the next seed. Just realized there are no other seeds, so I'm gonna make my own. That Mario isn't good enough for this. But it's not the play. I will always press start and play. I didn't want that guy. Let's start this right. What?
What would be funny? What if that you actually picked a seed, and after Mario be shown, the whole game crash?
That would be pretty funny. Let's start this right with a 3. Let's start it extra right with a 6. Who could forget the 2? Never forget the 0. That I didn't press. And of course, an 8. That looks like a good seed to me. Hey!
Oh!
Oh! Wow, that's a very green Mario.
Oh yeah.
One of these days we're gonna get a seed where it's completely one color. For Mario's one color, I mean. Hey, TikTok clock. Okay, red coins are purple. I thought Mario wasn't going to stop for a second. Yep, I definitely rolled into that cage, all right. That's what I did. Can you stop giving me Bowser too?
If you would have played as Mario's original color in this particular game, what would the color of the coins be then?
The actual color of the coins, well, the normal coins would be yellow, and then the red coin, and then the coins that I need to get the star would be red. That's why I always say red coins when they aren't red coins, because I'm
So,
so used to how they normally look.
don't so those are the normal dots that get doesn't get you star, but let's say that the main other
What?
those coins. How that's be possible? I have no idea.
I landed on it, and somehow I managed to go so quick that I actually jumped, but then it just denied my jump. I don't know what the hell happened there. Anyway, continue your thought.
I mean, okay, based on the fact that the coins that other than those coins that doesn't have nothing to do with the uh, that give you the star. So what if they would have been white? What would those coins that would give you the star? What color would they be? I mean,
Well,
if you have any ideas or just have them happen random?
yeah, they're always random, basically. That's why
Hmm,
I do the coin colors because it's more interesting that way.
true.
But yeah, if you were ever wondering why I kept calling them red coins when they're not red coins, that's why. Because normally in the actual game they're red. I'm so used to
But
seeing them as red that I call them red out of just
but
you
it
know.
can but it can't actually be if so the other coins if they let's say if they're blue and the other ones that give the star they won't be able to be had it ever the chance that they can be the same blue shade as the other coins are
No, I believe
or
they always have to be separate colors.
that wouldn't make sense, right? Otherwise, just imagine this. If it would happen that they both other set of coins that have the same shade of blue or the same type color, how will you even tell apart for which ones they literally give you the star or not? I mean, imagine that, right? How would you even tell apart from otherwise from those if they're I mean if they look identical in the shape of the print on those and the same color, how would you even tell apart from which one there is? That would have been pretty bit harder in a game otherwise. I mean, am I right though?
Yeah. Oh hey, it's spawned to the other side of the cage. I kind of want to
I
know
mean,
what that
it would
sign
have been
said, but I can't.
because it would have been a lot more challenge if that. But since this game isn't like an official Mario game, but if it had happened that they both had the same color, the players will definitely be given much a hard time to even to tell apart. They might, I mean, they would not like, oh, is this the game? Is it the coin? Wait, is that the coin or that? They wouldn't even tell apart from which one that is, and not knowing for fact knowing uh, if they were able to complete that level or that or or even get the star. The only thing that they like, uh, I have to restart the whole thing, give a new seed, and which that might give you two colors on the coins. But if you were like, I mean, if that would have happened, if you literally giving those two set of coins the same color in a game, even if it's not like an official. But let's say if that would have happened, it would have been if. the chances that would even happen might be a glitch, because if it isn't happened, if this only happened once, okay, hey, okay, that's a glitch. But if it happens twice or if it has 3 times in a row, well, though it's not, though would not consider as a glitch. It would have been like too random. It's like too far fetched to be as that much.
I can't believe I survived that. That backwards long jump attempt. Oh, right. Red coins are purple. What? Okay. Sure. Hit that invisible wall that's clearly there.
Hmm.
That I don't remember being there. Three, 6, 208. On the list. I'm gonna do another seed because why not? Let's do. Oh, I know what to do. We could do the numbers on TikTok clock. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 6, and 9. TikTok clock mode, because that's clearly a mode.
Huh. Okay. Interesting Mario.
Now watch, the first area I go to is going to be TikTok clock.
Nope.
I mean, what? Dude, what do you mean? There's no way. You just spawned me right in front of a fire thing. I don't know, this kind of counts, doesn't it? It took me upstairs to where TikTok clock is. Alright, well that was a bullshit spawn. Let's see if I can get another one. Down with the lava land.
Banj cap. Banj cap.
I got the lava part right. Red coin? No, that's a normal coin. That's a red coin. Red coin's a green. I can remember that. They're like a really weird light green. Huh. That denies lava damage. Interesting. Although, not really, because it doesn't actually. I need health. And you are going to be my life. No, you're not. I wanted him to be my life giver, but he was instead my death giver. Okay, that guy just fell off the edge. What's this say? Not important. What about this? Does they say anything funny and or weird? That message is actually supposed to be in this level. That message is also supposed to be in this level. It's a little weird that we got two at the same place. Mario, relax. Alright. Well, I already know where this goes. Can you not spawn me in front of a stupid area again? Thank you. Alright. Okay, so there's 2 stars on the airship. That's probably also a star. There's nothing on here. I want to get a good look around. There's a star in the maze.
Question: those blue boxes are at least that light blue and a dark bottom and top. Are they like aquarium or something?
Those are just obstacles for when you get to the carpet. I'm trying to figure out what my plan is. That could be a star, but I feel like it's that. That's also on the airship. The airship's the way to go, but I can't long jump from here to there.
50-50.
There's a star over there. You can barely see it, but it's there. Swedish?
Yeah.
Are you ready to see the greatest jump this world has ever seen?
Oh yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay, hold on.
I want to be surprised.
Start.
I want to be surprised if an epic failure. There's always a chance for that.
Ah!
Geronimo!
Oh.
Oh.
I mean, I landed in front of it. I wanted to land on it.
Wow. If you match that again, that would have been epic.
Dude, that would have been awesome if I made that jump, but I mean, at least I got. At least it didn't die. Oh right, it's coin coffers in this area. I forgot about that. It's like the only area that they spawn in. Actually, I'm pretty sure this is the only area that they can spawn in. Oh, dude, really? You have to spawn over there? There's no way. Alright! It's better be the shell. Or a star. Yeah, that'll do. We're all for the freezing pond, huh? Oh, I definitely did. Alright, Swedish, where do you think this thing goes?
Shifting sand.
God, funny. You know what? I'm gonna go iron you and go leave the lava lamp.
Huh. Okay then, good luck. Oh.
No,
Both wrong on that.
Apparently the ram. We were both wrong. Which, to be fair, there's only two of us.
True.
And listen, it doesn't matter if I did make that jump or not. I'm not gonna beat that time where I landed on the star while on fire.
Yeah. If you managed to pull that off again, that would have been so epic.
It would have. Actually, I don't know. I'm not sure if that star was far enough away from where I was to where I could long jump or not. Like over to where it was. Dude, do you really have to spawn up there? It's a weird visual of this area. I finally got Cuckoo Mountain. I want to show something weird that you can do here. Well, I would if it didn't spawn me somewhere stupid. Please somewhere the pink bombs here so I don't have to... Where the hell did you come from? What's the sign say? Is it real? It's just instructions about the metal cap that I don't need to read because I already know this game. It's not up here. Alright, cool. That's just great. Grab that coin. Alright, looks like I'm going across the hard way. That I honestly hate doing because it takes forever. Got it. Hey, you weren't where you would. You were. You. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Alright. The thing I wanted to show off is actually across this. So right about, I think it's like here. It's somewhere around here. And I'm pretty sure it's right there. Stop. So this area right here is a little weird because you could do some pretty weird stuff. Like that, apparently. I actually got it, and then Mario decided he was gonna jump off the edge and not get smacked in the face by the... You son of a bitch. I was gonna show Swedish the weird stuff you could do with that invisible wall, and now I'm forced to do the stupid vanish cap. Right, hopefully next seed I'll just end up getting the Cuckoo Mountain pretty quick. Or at least in an area where it's not hard to get to. Hey, Swedish, look, it's the third time we've seen the vanish cap today. Give it up.
Yep,
Trip number
it is.
3. Everyone cheer for trip number 3 to the vanish cap.
Oh, 4.
Actually, I can
Oh,
probably
5.
glitch here too, huh? I don't think it works the same way it does in Cuckoo Mountain. Dude, what? What are you doing? Get up there. That green coin was in a weird spot. That's the last one. I don't know where the star is. I didn't see it when I was going up here. And that would be why. Can I get over there from where I am? I don't think I can, but I can try. In relationship to where Mario is, where is that star? Over there. Which I can't get to from where I am right now. But if I go to the top, I might be able to get it. If I'm gonna be in the vantage cap, god damn it, I'm gonna get the star in an interesting way. I wonder if I can I triple jump to the top of where this is? No, I can't. Actually, maybe I can if I know what I'm doing. You're definitely not supposed to do this. Aw, dude, I almost did something awesome again, but I didn't. Oh well. You're gonna have to roll with the weird camera angle in the backflip. I'll put this on the list. 1, a 2, a 3, a 6, and a 9. I'm gonna do the TikTok clock numbers again, except this time I'm gonna put 12 at the end. So I'll do 3, 6, 9, and 12. TikTok clock mode part 2, because clearly that's how clocks work. Oh my goodness. I kind of love him.
Oh, well, I would say that's a keeper.
Oh, that's fucked up. Come on, don't make the normal coins red. That's gonna confuse me. Yeah, that's gonna mess me up. Normal coins being red is weird to me.
Yep.
Okay, red coins are green. I can remember that. I hope. By the way, in case you were wondering, I have gotten seeds before where the red coins were yellow and the yellow coins were red. And it was such a mind fuck. Them being swapped is so weird to me.
Oh, yeah, makes sense. Ugh. Well, we have someone else in the showed up. I think.
Is it Malachite?
Oh, Windows Editor, as it's been worked before. I think. Yep, it is.
Alright, good.
But it's loading for some odd reason. There we go. And he also playing a game at the same time.
I can't tell what game it is.
It's a Mario game. I can tell. At least I think it's Galaxy. Mario Galaxy. Yeah, I think it is this.
You might want to do what you did last time and have our games side by side. Because wow, I cannot see that. Oh. There's TikTok clock.
So Windows Editor, how are you been doing?
I have a lot of questions, but my biggest question is, isn't a question, rather me thanking you for not dropping Mario like a bajillion miles into the depths of hell. Alright. What? Alright. Alright, that's so 2. Here we go. I love these black overalls, they're so good. If I can get Coco Mountain again, that would be great.
He's like tail blue or something like that. But what are the clothes? Are they black or dark brown or what are they? I mean, I can't even tell from this on the screen.
On my end, they look pretty black.
Huh. Well, to
Although
me, if they were,
it is possible that they could be like very dark blue or something like that.
it's possible.
I just call them. I'm just calling them black because that's how I see them.
I wonder how they'd be like if they were like the same type of shade of blue but green, like light green. Oh, how would Twilight's friends react if she grew a second head? Um.
Hold on a second, real quick. Can we just pause real quick? I have a very important question for you, Robert, and I need you to answer me right now because I need to know. How would she get that second head? Where would she get it
Magic.
from?
Magic.
Why would she make that? Would she make it? Would Discord make it? I guess Discord, but like Twilight would have to walk up to him and say, I want a second head. Why would she even want that? That's a lot of. I realize that's not one question and rather like a ton, but I need all of them answered. Anyway. Hi, Alexander. I don't know who that is, but it better not be the same person or I'm gonna be upset. That coin got locked up away into the aquarium. I don't know what it did, but whatever it did, it was not pretty.
My opinion. My opinion about that, Robert. I would say it's they will be like terrified, like what in the world had happened to you?
I would be terrified.
Yeah.
Imagine how the fans. No, forget about her friends. Imagine how the fans would react.
Not good on that
like
one.
Just,
I can tell.
Like the animators just give her a second head for no reason, and all the fans are like, "What the actual hell is going on here?"
I mean, it's like the Hydra, from the series, which has 3 or 4 heads.
Yeah,
like,
but at least with the Hydra, it's like supposed to be like Twilight.
True.
Isn't. Last I checked. Mario. Thank you.
Get it from a mutation.
But where? Where would she get the mutation from? Like radioactive waste? That doesn't make any sense because where would the waste come from? Because give the ponies credit, they're pretty clean.
Mm-hmm. Even in G5 doesn't even have anything.
Like radiation's the only thing I can think of where she would get that from outside of Discord, but I don't know. And he's specifically saying the mutations, so it's not Discord. They, I should say, not he. I don't know. It's anyway. Why are you standing on this edge? It's standing on this edge where star 6 would normally be. Yeah, I'm not fighting that guy. I don't feel like it. He's in a really obnoxious spot that I don't want to deal with. I'll just get star 2 and move on. Alright, 3, 6, 9, 12.
Basically, with Twilight had experimented with Hydra DNA and tested on herself. Well, I don't think that she'd.
But the question is, why did she do it on herself?
I think she
I
would
guess
right up in testing.
science, but
First,
like,
I think she.
reasonably, why would she?
I think more likely that she would first test something small scale, right up from her first herself.
Wait, what year did
I mean, what if the
G4 come out again?
G4 came out around 2010?
That makes sense. All right, I didn't
But
press
the
the right
thing is,
button. 2010.
but they also then here has questions like, I mean, what if this even if that she would have transformed to a hybrid some kind, what if they had a different? Oh, that's not an
What
interesting
if
Mario.
I didn't look at
Has been
Mario?
sunbetting. Mario, you have been sunbetting too much. But even if the Twilight would have been using a Hydra DNA and experimenting on herself, I mean, yeah. But what was the side effect that about it? Considering what would have been, I mean, she wouldn't. Okay, knowing for maybe she will grow a second head,
You're not great.
but
Like,
what would the other? But what would be the other side effect be? What if she somehow lose her intelligence? I mean, what if that she's losing
or
her
what
ability?
if she has? What if she has? What about this? What if she has What if she has like different personalities for each head?
Exactly. I mean, well, like that. But not only that, but what if she losing ability to perform magic? The horn itself might even disappear and all that, and it might, and the whole thing can't be reversed, and that she is permanent
Okay, so
transformed.
coin here. There's a coin over there. I can get this without a problem. And now I have to heal. You're gonna give me my 4th health, buddy boy. Or not. Alright. I can take the tractor to get that. I kind of want to get like all of these. Actually, what am I thinking? If I can get this, I can lava bounce and head over there. Are there any other coins I'm missing? This doesn't look like it. Okay, I didn't think that there were.
Don't you always do?
Nope. Dude, what? Okay. It spawned over there. I guess it's not too far from where I am. What happened to my skills? Alright.
Yeah, you lost them
There's
like a century ago.
Go. I have no idea. Probably by Dry World. What do you think, Swedish?
What?
Where do you think it's gonna go?
Hmm.
Develop land.
Tiny huge island or land.
It better not. Son of a.
Ha! Ah! I was right on this one.
I actually do. I think it's crazy. What? Does this say? I don't think it's worth trying to find out, but I'm going to anyway. Yeah, so just stand on that sign. That's clearly how that works. You know what, sir? I would like your shell, please. Oh, that was short-lived. Star? That's just one up. Sad star? That's also just one up. Hello. Rates me. You're the easiest star we've got in this land.
Apparently. But having a Twilight experimenting herself with the Hydra DNA and transforming herself like a hybrid, I don't think she would even be that crazy. I mean, personally, I don't think so, at least.
I even could have the star when I was waiting. This don't go somewhere stupid. I'm grabbing star too. Okay, I'm grabbing star too.
Well, that was easy.
Kind of huge. Or not. I was gonna say Winter World, but anyway. I want to see something that's really stupid that I'm not sure if I'm
What?
gonna get, but I'm gonna try. That's not what I wanted to do, but I'm fine with that, I guess. You could do something really. You could do some pretty weird stuff in that area if you know what you're doing. Unfortunately, I don't know what I'm doing. Get into Tall. Hey, we're back.
One
Now
of
I can show
the
you that thing. Show you.
one of the side
Or
effects
maybe
Twana
not.
could start growing scales on her skin. Well, I mean, considering Hydra is a big,
Cool. I was like,
like a big lizard, uh, I don't,
let's see.
I don't know.
Wait, I just realized that the wall jump sign is in wall jumps would work. I like that. It's a weird coincidence. Although you have to do one in order to get to the sign, so I'm not really sure why it's there, but it's kind of cool that it ended up there. Alright, looks like we're going over there the hard way again.
I don't know if a Hydra even
Okay.
Hydra is considered as distant relatives of dragons or lizards, according to this. So, huh?
Can we get a way to get back to the tall mountain painting so I can show off what I wanted to show off?
Yeah, Hydras do in fact have scales. They do.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You learn
But
something new every day.
yeah, but having her transform into as a hybrid, yeah. Let's say the thing is, another thing about it we don't know. How will her intelligence be affected? Would she losing high her high intelligence? And or would she just be more like you know uh, not a simple animal brain like that, but more like going here for animal instincts? Twilight experimenting on Hydra DNA would be similar to like a man bat was created. Huh?
What?
Don't know. There is actually
Wait, let me read that. Twilight
there is
experimenting on
actually
Hydra be similar to how Man Bat was made.
I mean there is actually
Don't you mean? I don't know if you mean Batman, but that isn't how
in the
Batman was made. Even I
okay
know that.
I can say this in the original Teenage Mutant Turtles, the very one from the 80s that was on TV. They were actually one of Shredder's human minion or henchman actually was transformed to like a Batman hybrid or like something like that. So, and I believe even Batman, for some reason, was also transformed to like a giant man hybrid of some kind. But it will eventually reverse. But I don't know. I mean, even if Twilight would transform into like a hybrid or half Hydra, and but here's another thing about this. That maybe Robert may not have even put a consideration in that. I mean, even if she grows two heads, but will she grow like tall necks like the Hydra? And would she even grow? Would her body grow bigger in size, or will it remain as that she was originally? And even in that, would she lose her? I mean, would she lose her intelligence and just be more like not a simple animal, but more like having some form of intelligence, but be more like an animal. It's like and losing her ability to talk and use magic. I mean, they're less if this experiment can be reversed, but if it's permanent, I think that her friends might just take her and leave her somewhere in the middle of nowhere where she can live out her life as a Hydra because there would not be any way for her to even be in Ponyville. One, because she wouldn't even. I mean, if she were growing at the same size as was the original Hydra, she wouldn't even be. She wouldn't fit inside the castle. That would not have been possible for that. But if she will be remain same size as her original self, but slightly taller naked and all that, maybe she can live in the castle. But it's also that if she will remain as herself, or if uh, if she will be more like an animal, it's just that you never know for sure about it.
Alright, 2010's a good. Oh, let's do this one. We could do 4, 7, 6, 3, and a 9. Ah, no, it's just whatever came to mind. Wow. Okay. Just straight up go Wario. Why not?
What if its side effect great made Twilight could start gravy for pony meat. Yeah, they will definitely set her on an island then. I would rather be put her on an island permanent as a permanent installation. I would be rather having that in a ton of Ponyville. But Robert, you really came up with some really good things there. I mean, this is nothing I had never even thought of to even ask myself.
That was a weird triple jump. All right, hold on a second. I don't know why I paused. All right. Red coins are purple. It looks like this is a red coin, right? That looks more blue, actually. Yeah. All right. I can't believe I made that. All right. Wait, you're just gonna give me a heart? What's the catch? The catch is it's in the kind of an annoyed spot and also guarded by a bully. I didn't want to get that. I wanted to save that so I could get it after. But I guess it doesn't really matter since it's literally a heart right in front of where I am. Just give me a heart for free. Not in the best spot, but beggars can't be choosers. There we go. All healed up. Alright, now that I know that's there, I don't really have to worry about much. Oh, yeah, that's gonna pop up and give me another 5. Am I going to have 5? Alright. Yeah, let's. I'm not taking any risks. There we go. Because Mario decided he was going to go some other direction that I didn't want him to go to. So. There's coin 7. That bully went on an adventure. Alright, now where's that last coin?
For Cozy Glow and Apple Bloom love story, how them get married to Sweet Apple Lakers? I mean, I don't think
There it
that would
is.
have been a problem with.
Oh no, wait, where the
You
hell is
know,
this organist?
the reason why I would have even chosen that, considering how big Apple Bloom's extended family is, like really big. So, yeah.
Shielded sword. It's so lucky you grabbed that. All right. Let's stop for a second. Please grab this. Thank you. And I'm dead. A life 4-star? I'm fine with that. At least I got it first try. Did the bouncer area just take me to a bouncer area? Nice. What's it say? Wario, calm down. Read it. It takes the power of 30 stars to open this door. You need 16 more stars. I have 1.
Huh.
That's enough. 16 more stars. That definitely gets me 30, alright, not 17. I don't know what you're talking about. Math is a lie. Speaking of 17, I was at 17 for a second there. Doesn't look like there's anything too crazy going on over there. Just a couple Goombas. I don't think I like the star spawner being all the way down there. I don't think I didn't see that. Four. That'll get me 6. Well, get me 2 6. There's 7. And 8 is all the way over there.
How would Dimetro react if she got bitten by a vampire? Oh,
I'm sorry, what? Hold on a second. Can we just... Yeah, okay. Hold on a second. Yeah. Oh, hey there, Goomba. How you doing down here? Is it nice? Oh, it's nice. TikTok clock. That looks like it's not slow. Okay, that's definitely random. So random.
but how will she react?
Oh.
First, if I remember right on, but older version of the vampires like we know, you don't really turn into a vampire right away. Um, um, I mean, if you don't really account for the Twilight series of vampires, you really turn into a vampire and your body it's hard as diamond like that, or hard as a stone. Um, but if she like been once before even being turned into a vampire, she was pretty scared, terrified from other words. Hmm. But if she like, but if this happened like repeated the circle, well, at first she might be terrified, but if it happens like often, like every single night, she might even get used to it. Unless that she, but another thing is that depends if she, if Diamond Charter will try to get away from that location by sleeping in a different room, or perhaps sleeping in a basement with a door locked and something that barricades, something like that. But Who knows? Or if she were to travel far away, but the vampire might even follow her. So, hard to say. Well, you might be terrified. Many people would.
Hmm. There's a big boo. I just gonna grab three. Because three's here and I don't feel like going down there. Beware of the chain chomp that's definitely there. Thank you for telling me this warning, sir sign. Alright, just take me to Tall Mountain and get it over with.
Yeah, probably.
Or the Battle Cap, that works too.
Oh.
That's where the
Ooh.
stars went.
Oh, my stomach isn't really friendly to me. Ooh.
You alright?
Yeah, I think so. Nothing to worry about. It's just too much candy, I believe. Ooh.
Actually, give me 1 minute. I had to check on something.
Oh. Cozy Glow and Apple Bloom story. I haven't had not worked on that one yet, but I have at least a few months left to take care of that.
I don't.
She would be scared that she can't spend time with her friends anymore. Oh, you mean like if she'd been herself turned into a vampire? Um, well, in the very original stories of the vampires in our world, they would turn dust if they're hit by sunlight. But if you consider it from the Twilight book series with Edward and Bella, that's different. Because those vampires can literally be
Alright.
walking at middle of daytime, middle of the day without even turning to dust. Or the difference that their skin would start sparkle like glitter. Like they're hitting this like their whole skin is like a diamond sparkle. But as long as if she could, because those vampires uh, could survive not only on human blood but animal blood. So if Diamond would have been transformed to vampire, and if she could somehow live on animal blood rather from pony blood, then she would even have no problem with her to be with her friends. But the only problem is if she would have survived on just animal blood and still be with her friends only in the evening and night, but the only thing that would be in danger if one of her friends would get injured and some of the blood would have been dripping down from their hooves or face, just the smell of the blood from her friends would make it very hard for her to even to, you know, control the urge of feeding of pony blood. So as long as they don't really get any injured, they might just simply be able to survive, might be able to spend time with their friends. But it's just the thing is hard to say for sure, because in Equestria there aren't any vampires. The only that's the closest a vampire is fruit bats, which Fluttershy was transformed into. So we don't know for a fact if I mean, when Fluttershy was a bad pony, she only eats. She only was eating the fruit of apples. Though, what about Luna's night guard? They're like bad ponies. So they're probably like them, like so as Fluttershy was, only eating fruits, not like blood. But actual blood vampire? I don't believe so. Okay, you may think like blood-sucking vampires in real life are just like that, a myth, like a just stories we're telling. I'm afraid I have to warn you, they are in fact real. Not the ones that are human vampires, but they are in fact a bat that do in fact drink blood. But they are usually attacking cows and horses. They're usually being by them in their near their hooves and drinking the blood. But the one of the most the largest bats, in fact, only eats nectar from flowers and even fruit. I mean, she got bitten by a Dracula type vampire. Um, well, if she transformed into like a vampire, um, yeah, about that, I really don't know. Because I don't really don't know for a fact if you don't know if there are any Dracula type of vampire in Equestria. That's the thing. We really don't know. But if you're like yes, if you're referring to it's just only one bite and then she is a vampire, um, I don't know if that is how it works because there is a Swedish vampire legend, and the man in the story he used to be a sea captain for many years until he had retired from being a ship captain and settled down with his sister and a maid on the countryside. But every time when he was in the night, he can only feel someone's presence in the room. And one time when he tried to light a candle or to light, this was sometimes before electricity was even invented. I think the story was taking place in the 1700s. But a cold hand grabbed his own hand. And every morning he felt tired and weak. And he had this mark on his neck. So he decided to travel on sea, once again on the ocean. And sure enough, it helped. But when he got back, his sister was now in bed, very weak. And she had those two marks on her neck that didn't want to even get healed. So it turns out that the vampire had repeated his visit to that cottage every night, sucking blood from this man's sister. She was not turned to vampire even that time. So, so in this case for Diamond Jora, she may not even turn to vampire right away. I mean that depends from like source from legend to legend or version of the vampires. Some may that they like just only take only one time of there been a bite by a vampire, he would immediately turn himself to vampire. But if there was like in this story, in this particular story, that you have been bitten by a vampire multiple times, and you eventually return yourself to vampire. Like I said, a different version of how the legend goes. But for Damichora, I don't know. So for her case, it's really hard to say exactly if this vampire only been biting her only once or multiple times in order to turn to vampire. And I mean, we have only heard some stories on either from G4 beginning and not towards the end, like about mentioned Ghost, uh, the Headless Pony. Um, but only a fact, only, but never any reference to a vampire. Oh, well, that's an interesting Mario. So, Robert, I really don't know for a fact if there are any vampires in Equestria. I mean, they never actually reference of any type of vampire, blood-sucking vampire in the show. I mean, but then it also considered that this was a kid show, so I mean, it's not like impossible, but even if she was bitten by a vampire just once, I don't know if that would even require her to be a vampire, or she even had to be repeated being bitten by one. I don't know. I mean, considering that there's only like two options. Either one, she just only take one bite of her to be a vampire, or she had been bitten by a vampire multiple times there in order to be one. But I don't know. But what do you think, Game Guy?
Honestly, I have no idea. Whoever that was needs to slow the fuck down. Anyway,
That was that was not from mine. That was probably from yours.
I
Playing in the
know I'm
background.
saying whoever that was that we just heard out there needs to slow down. They're gonna get themselves killed out there.
Yep.
Alright, I need 10 to go down there, 10 to go there. 11, 13, and 2.
Yeah, 3 hours and 3 minutes.
I'm up for start 5.
So, how much longer do you want to play?
I don't know, how long were you thinking of streaming?
I can go for three and a half hours.
Alright, that sounds good.
So, any word from Dylan?
Uh, not really. He's like really focused on his stuff, whatever he's doing. I don't really know.
Hmm. Any word from where's Roy up to though?
Roy, I think he's at the gym right now.
What a shocker!
Oh yes, the merry-go-round thing. That makes sense. 6. Or 7 and 8 in here. 7 is. A sign is. Oh, well, there goes the music. All right, Cocoa Mountain. Nope.
Nope.
I really want to show off this weird thing that you can do. If I don't get it soon, maybe I'll just cheat my way over there. Oh, well, actually, since it stopped and it's a TikTok clock, there's something else I can show. Since I'm here. I have to get to it, though. It might take me a minute. Alright, you want to see something stupid that you can do?
Sure. Sure.
Hold on a second. Mario, please. There you go. So I had to get this set up. It's been. Bye! It's just
Wow.
right through the wall. Why not? Yeah, you can backwards launch up there for some reason. It's so good.
Yeah, that's just good.
That went so fast that Mario went through the boundaries of the wall, which he's definitely not supposed to do. Yeah, I figured I'd shut it off since I was in TikTok clock. The clock wasn't moving, so. Which, yes, is supposed to happen. Yeah, so I'm gonna real quick, since we're gonna end soon, show off what I want to show off. That's star 5. Hooray! $1080. Alright. It doesn't really matter what I get here.
Well, Dash is here.
Hey guys, so I told you, I told in the group chat of Malachite because this is the only phone I have that has one of my Discord accounts. My phone froze. My phone froze, and the only thing I see that actually is visible that works is the thing that distinguishes the where your response is going to go. You know that little line that blinks on and off? That's the only line that is blinking on and off that is active. So basically, my phone's completely frozen, and that's the only thing that's active that works. And when I
That's weird.
unplug, yeah, and when I unplug my phone, that little lightning bolt stays there. That little lightning bolt that is there, it stays there. So that's only lightning bolt that works. That's only my phone's completely frozen. Period. So yeah, I only have this phone now working. I don't feel like forcing restarting it because I remember when I held down the power button one time on one of my older phones, it went corrupt. The whole thing corrupted. So I had to take it to a phone repair company, and they said, yeah, it was your phone was forced upgrade, updated by the developers of the phone. And yeah, now developers of phones force your phone to be upgraded to a version that your phone probably won't even handle because that's an Android 12. It was Android 11, but now it's Android 12. And now that happened, I cannot get notifications. I cannot get, I cannot do anything. The only thing I see that is active on the screen, little line that blinks on and off, that tells you where you're typing at, where your response is at, typing wise. Yeah. So that's the only thing I see active. And I don't feel like draining the battery all the way because obviously it's fully charged. And if I let it drain, it's going to take about 2 weeks to drain because that's how powerful the battery is if you don't use it that much. So yeah, now I have this phone, and this is the only phone I could use now.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, and my other two devices I could use Messenger on, I don't have it. I don't have my other devices logged into Messenger. My mom forgot what password I put in for my Facebook because she told me to give it to her so she could change up my name to protect my identity from being stolen, which I understood, and I gave her the password, the new password. I reset my password because I forgot the first one, and yeah, everything screwed up on my other phone. So yeah, now this one's the only one that works completely. So yeah, I'm gonna.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna show Dash this to you actually.
Show what?
Right, I just did this.
Oh, is that frozen?
Well, it did go for a second. One second. Brother, Mario, please, over there. Thank you. There we go.
That's funny. Apparently that doesn't move in that game, huh?
Well, it can. It just wasn't. But since it wasn't, I can do some pretty wacky things with it.
Cool. So sometimes it moves, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, pretty much.
So yeah, I hope Malachite could understand that we have to put the RP on pause until I could figure out how to restart the phone without it going corrupt.
Actually, you know what? I want to show something else off that I never really do.
All right.
Oh, I can't do 669. Oh. 366.96 because that's what I meant. Doesn't really matter.
So that's it.
Yeah.
How is it in Colorado?
It's pretty good. We got the first freeze of the year because most of the flies that were flying around us when we were trying to be outside enjoying the fresh air, a lot of those flies died off because of the first freeze, and now since second freeze is going to come. And did you hear that there's going to be another solar flare?
Huh? Never heard of it.
Yeah, there's going to be another solar flare. You never heard of solar flares?
I have heard of them, but not recently. There's going to be one.
Sun, basically bursts out extra light.
They are.
Yeah.
But I just said the one that you mentioned was going to happen.
Yeah, you didn't know there was going to be a new one?
Yeah, pretty much.
And I found out, guys, that if you donate to global warming, it's just a scam. It's just a scam group. It's not real. Global warming is not real at all. Period. It is?
It is real. Yeah.
That's the biggest lie I've ever heard.
Because first of all, Dash,
why wouldn't it?
How would you explain the melting glaciers and the warmer climate rising?
Yeah, it could be. It could happen because the sun is hot.
It doesn't really have just the sun, but the gases in the atmosphere, green gases.
Those gases that could kill?
No, like methane gas and other gases. Like, okay, standing in a greenhouse.
Yeah.
It's that type of thing.
And then there's like gases in the ice too. So once the gases release, the ice explodes. So I've seen a video about like some type of someone putting something in the ice, and whenever it explodes, the ice just bursts and doesn't like blow up, but apparently they said that ice builds up gas somehow. Well, I don't know how you did that, but that's crazy. I thought you were gonna fall off there.
You get back.
But yeah, I did.
Upstairs, by the way. What? You son of a bitch!
Damn.
That guy just decided he was going to throw me off the edge like an asshole. You know what? I'm going up there, and I'm gonna walk up to him, and I'm gonna look at look at him awkwardly in the eye, and I'm gonna kick him right in the ass that he doesn't even have.
Oh, that's a level that you could do. Oh, so that's a level that you could do nonstop.
Yeah, this is the one place in the randomizer that's never randomized. Although that would be funny.
Yeah, it would.
Like you go to Bob on Battlefield and you end up in the last level of the game.
Yeah, that's funny.
That was satisfying. Actually, no, it wasn't because it didn't throw him. The wind threw him. For a second. Bowser! We need to
Bowser time. Bowser 1 or 2?
This is 3.
Oh.
That's a
This
weird looking Bowser.
Secret Bowser.
Oh.
Looks like Bowser, but negative. Or a glitch version.
Or a female, because it looks like the female with the lips.
You're thinking of someone completely different.
Geronimo!
Yep.
I also love how the final boss name is the Bob on Battlefield.
Banzai!
Got him!
I got it.
Damn, that's a cool star.
Yup, I beat Bowser with 0 stars.
Damn.
That's clearly how that's
And
supposed
got
to work.
the wings. The wing hat. You got the wing hat too.
Even though I didn't unlock the wing cap.
Yeah.
So guys, how'd you like the game? I liked it.
I love the game. It's a fun game.
I like it. It's so fun.
Lullaby music playing in the background.
So that's how you defeat the Bowser, huh?
Yes, that's right. I beat the game on stream, obviously. Yep, that's definitely the right background thing.
So basically, that's how the game ends.
Yep, with 0 stars. That's definitely how that works.
Well, you could do it that way, or actually do the whole game.
Yeah, but I didn't want it.
True.
Hey, bitch. You've only been stuck there for like what, 5 minutes? What stars? There we go.
But ding 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 dong dong.
Mm.
Well, I think probably the game will end there soon, anyways.
Uh,
Yeah, Malachi before 1.1 intensity is not online.
yeah,
Okay,
I think he was trying to. I think he was trying to message me, but I couldn't answer because my phone was completely frozen, and it's still frozen. Yeah, and I was trying to respond to his most recent message, but guess what? Messenger is
Or
stuck on stuck on the screen, and I was trying to message my mom. So basically, I'm gonna have to do it in show you guys in Discord that a little preview of how that my phone's stuck and I can't exit the app. I can't go to most recent apps, and guess what? The backspace is stuck. See a gray background, a gray square around the backspace. So yeah, and guess what? It's probably recording me talk to you guys because it's stuck on speakerphone part 2. So the speakers, it says speak now. It's probably stuck on recording everything I'm speaking to my mom. So basically, yeah, everything's completely frozen.
Yeah, thanks for showing us that random mushroom, by the way.
Random mushroom? What?
Hi, Star 4. It's just chilling over there.
I fish.
Yeah, it's kind of. Leslie's
Gary.
gone.
I'll mute myself so I could go talk to him.
You showed Dire Dogs twice. How dare you?
Hi, giant snowman. Or snowmanad.
Guys. And now we live here on this one screen, and that freaky Yoshi in the back that no one explains.
That's kind of weird.
I think that's only like the second time I've actually beaten, quote unquote, beaten the game on stream.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I just felt like doing it. I don't know. Felt like beating Final Bowser for no reason.
Well, I probably should end here. After all, it's been 3.5 hours. Well, we'll see. It'll be a stream tomorrow. That depends of mostly if I have enough hours for that. Since free plan is 20 hours, and for it I had around close to 14 hours been used. So I will see if I had any. If I had not, that would be no stream tomorrow then. But it depends. Since my stream year resets next Friday with 20 hours left then. And it's also will be a Halloween special stream on this is on a Thursday, so that's great. Which would be, well, I would consider it might be a bit overnight stream. Like last time was about 7 hours, but this one might just be, I'll say maybe 4 or 5, depends. Since it's gonna be a long game stream also that time, like about cryptids. 246 question, people. And it's not the first time I had a long one. The first one was, I think it was 348. But it was at least around 300 questions, but this time it's going to be 200. Well, bad if you guys are even up for that long. Oh man, it's going to be interesting. I wonder when we can do this, I don't know, Steven Universe quest or something like that, which it's going to be interesting to see. Well, I will end it here, and, well, it's been fun. Well, everyone, this is Switch Download, signing off. Bye.
Goodbye.
And if you see a shooting star, make a wish.